My wife was just dragging one of our kids to school, so I was like, welcome to parenthood, folks. I've had 7 of them. At this point, you know, I know a good 90% of what I'm doing. But in the beginning, yeah, I loved them too much. You have to be careful. You don't want to baby them. Otherwise, it spoils them. That's what I did. Now we let him walk to school in the snow, in the rain, whatever. And he's like, toughen up, man. All right, cool. I am streaming over there. Wait for the TikTok stream in a second. Yeah, parents are too soft these days because we had it good. You know, that whole cycle. Bad times create strong people. You know, that's me. Strong people create good times, and then good times create weak people. Because there's like nothing I don't need to teach my kid to be a scrapper or to be, you know what I mean? The times are too good. They've been too good, and so now it's the generation of weak people. And then weak people will create bad times. And then bad times will create strong people. And it's an 80-year cycle, 20 years per span. And you can read about that in the book, The Fourth Turning. That's the point in which we are in right now. But that book was written in 1999 to predict everything that's going on now. And it's been on the fucking nose. I mean, talking about China and Russia and superpowers and how they'll challenge us economically, and how our government will turn more and more socialist, and how those policies, you know, the weakening is upon us. The weakening, kind of like the having, or whatever they call it in Bitcoin, Ethereum. We have the weakening. Oh, what's the name of the book? The book? All right. Hang on one second. I'll get you a link where I could get 1.6% in affiliate whatevers. Here you go. I do that every time, all year long. You know, I get like 2 or 3 books out of it myself. So here you go. And the guy that wrote that book is the chief demographics officer at a hedge fund, at a very big hedge fund. So not only was he a sociologist, but also he understands how it affects things economically. So it's a perfect book to read. Perfect book to read about what's going on now. Written in 1999, how it's been predicted since 1940. I mean, it's a whole cycle, 80-year cycle. Here we are in 19. We're basically in 1940 right now. In 2022, we're in 1942 right now. Things are, you know, the world stage is shifting. Things are escalating. We're in 1942. 20 years later, 2022. No, give or take. Maybe it's like 1939, 1938 right now. It can stretch and contract. If you go back though and you look at the charts, the guy was absolutely correct. You can see the inflation rates going out of control, all the different economic factors that he talks about over the course of, since the pyramids. You can see all these 80-year cycles. Pretty incredible. I'm glad you have an interest in that, Carl. That shows you are you're going to be a big shot, man, because this is the stuff that matters. When we're looking to get into a stock, we start with macro. Don't know your macro, it's really tough to even know why you're putting money in the market. You need to know the macro, and then domestic, so United States, so macros, world stage and the macro of the United States, and then the market trends, market total general, and then sectors, right? What's going on with different sectors, and then what's going on with certain industries. Those are the little things inside of the sectors, like in the industrial sector, one of the industries might be like paper, making paper, or recycling, something like that, and then industries. And then from there, you have the leaders in that industry and the laggards in that industry, and you want to be choosing the leaders and trading the leaders. And then from there, you look at the chart, and then you look at their fundamentals, and then you look at the chart. So it's like, and now let's find a chart that's interesting and worthwhile to trade. It all starts with the macro, and something like that, the fourth turning, about the four turnings of those cycles, that's even bigger than macro. That's like full-on sociology, and bigger than sociology would be evolution, probably. So if you want to keep studying stuff, and then bigger than evolution would be physics. And then what do they call that? Theoretical physics would be higher than that. So there, you can work your way all the way down. Book on the awesome 5 traders with ridiculous records. Oh man, isn't that incredible? I haven't even read every single one yet, but he's talking about this book, Unknown Market Wizards, where, for example, one trader turned $2,500 into $50 million. I think it was over the course of not too many years too, but it was like I think it was the course of like 5 to 7 years, something like that. And but it's a little bit, sometimes those numbers can be a little bit misleading, because the guy spent a year turning $2,500 into $1 million, and he was a little bit lucky. He had some things go his way, and then from there he realized he was lucky and changed his tactics, and it was really from $1 million to $50 million that he went. That's still pretty good. 50x, 5,000% in like 5 years. That's I mean, if you're using linear math, that's 100% return per year, but it's probably a little bit less than that because of compounding. Definitely a must read. Yeah, I'll get you that link too, guys. Unknown Market Wizards. There's the link if anybody wants to give me a tip. Buying it through this link. Really, really cool. Interesting stories in there. I think the ones that don't pertain to us too much, obviously don't pertain to us too much, but there's a couple of them in there that do. And but yeah, yet I still have yet to read everything. So all the different stories. Do it. All right, we've got 16 minutes in the market open. I'm gonna go live everywhere now. Welcome everybody. Nothing's really popping right now. Oh, DRCT is in fact popping. It went from 4.4 to about 4.94 just now. Broke over the 4.5 level. This is one that Chris was following, helping us follow this morning as well. DRCT. Keep your eye on that. That one's kind of happening right now. as we go over the market. All right. Oh gosh, by the way, Germany posted just right around 26% inflation. Wow, 26% inflation. So if you had $100,000 in your savings account, now that's only going to get you about $74,000 worth of stuff, or however much, for when you put that money in the bank. In 1 year, Germany up 26%. That's a levels not seen since World War II. That's crazy. That's pretty shocking. Oil is up to about 109 almost right now. $109 a barrel again, after it hit a low of 98 yesterday. So oil's on a pretty strong rise this morning. I would call it a good rise. And XLE energy sector going up on that as well. Inflation, however, is kind of remaining stagnant. We are where we're at, which is 2.4% on the 10-year. The 30 years are hitting somewhere around, I only looked at it a couple days ago, but somewhere around 4.6%. 30-year mortgages, 4.6%. They'll try to be as competitive as they can, but your spreads are uncontrollable when the Fed is raising rates. So mortgage rates likely to hit probably 6% or just a smidge above 6% by the end of summer. And that's a lot. So that's going to put a squelcher on the demand side of the real estate market. We'll see if that catches up with the supply side. I believe it will, because what happens when everybody starts realizing that the demand is dropping and you have this house that you either been thinking about getting rid of, or you just got in last year or 2 years ago, think about unloading it now. So I believe there's going to be a flood to the market in at the end of the summer this year, and we're going to see that catalyst of it start to going at the end of the summer. It'll be too late, so it really won't do much until the next year. And I think in 2023, that's going to be where we start to see those 7 and 8% mortgage rates, and a total dry up in demand. And even some people upside down. Foreclosures are up 7x month over month right now. So it's easy to do that because there's very few foreclosures. It's like going from 0 to 1. That's infinity. I could say, boy, foreclosures are up infinity. It's easy to do in the beginning, but I think the point is it's happening, and you're not really going to see that effect. It's at the very bottom layer of the real estate market. You're not really going to see that effect for a year and a half. Next summer, closures will be a real thing, but it might not be even a big deal. And there might not be a crash or a huge bubble pop, but it's just going to correct. The real estate market has started its correction, and it'll probably bottom at the end of 2023. So stockpile your cash, trade and invest, protect your capital, continue to save and grow, beat inflation. That's the job right now for the next year and a half, and then gobble up twice as much properties for the same amount of money next year at the bottom. Turn that into cash flow, rinse and repeat every 10 to 20 years until you're a real estate tycoon. All right, so moving forward now, gold is at 1930. So it definitely came off that dip from 1890 yesterday. Gold's back at 1930. So we're sort of back into middle of last week as far as some of the pressures on the market are concerned. Tech has been trending down overnight. All through the night, it's been in a downtrend for sure. A 1, 2, 3, about a 3-point confirmed downtrend on tech. Same on the S&P 500, but industrials have remained sideways or inside yesterday's range. And that goes for financials as well. Financials holding sideways. Everything this morning is either sideways, or if it's more related to growth, down a little bit. So it could be a down day in growth and a sideways day in value or defensives and inflationary. Oh, hey, right now, inflation just started to kick in. The 10-year rate just popped 20 basis points. It's now in an uptrend on the day. So that could put further potential pressures on this rally that we've been going through. We'll see. I mean, growth has just been on fire for 2 weeks and 2 days. Let's see where it goes from here. All right, you guys over on TikTok, make sure you click the link in my profile in order to come over and check out our group. I just realized I can write that on here somewhere. That. Cool. Right by my SpaceX. Okay, guys, so we got 9 minutes until the open. DRCT pulling back a little bit. The next break on DRCT that you might want to take if you're a active day trader is 5.01 breakout with a risk range to the bottom of this pullback right now, which is currently about 4.6, but it could get lower before that happens. So just watch all that. If you'd like to learn more about trading, check out Market Mastery, my video lessons. And I do cover how to do, high frequency morning trading, as well as swing trading and all the rest. If anybody is interested in that and they're out there somewhere in the streamland, send me a private message and I'll get you the link. Well, you could just type Market Mastery Chart Trader into Google, and that'll get you there. You have 20K in the bank. What should you do? Well, you definitely need to beat inflation. So send me a private message, and I'll get you on the right track. I'll give you some ideas. All right, I've got all my scanners up, all my alert systems up. I'll do one more refresh for morning momentum picks. Yeah, pretty much nothing's changed. The same opportunities. Maybe NAOV, N-A-O-V. I'll put that down here. Yeah, that's fully faded off of whatever spike it just went on. Good morning, Robert. All right, well, welcome everybody, and we've got 7 minutes until the market opens. Let me know in the comments right here, are you more interested in the morning day trades or the morning swing picks that we find? The high octane, high performance growth swing trade picks, or the morning momentum day trades scalps? Somebody says swing, great. Yeah, day trade. Now, if you're more of the day trade, and Paul says swing, and Jack says swing, and I would just recommend you guys don't get FOMO about one or the other. If you're a day trade dude, stay in your lane and stay focused. If you're a swing trader dude, stay in your lane and stay focused. But I will say this. I pretty much have a rule, and I think you should employ the same. Do not day trade until you have $30,000 you're day trading with. Not 25, 30. $30,000. And until then, swing trade and save and build and invest your account up to $30,000, because you've just got too many limitations on you if you want to day trade. You're fooling yourself, and you're just going to lose your money. There's just too many restrictions at the brokerages for accounts that are at underneath 25K. So, I can help you build your account if you want to be a day trader, but you're not quite there at $30,000 yet. I can help you build your account up just send me a private message. Now, if you're interested in swing trades, you can start that at a lower level, maybe $500 or $2,000. But still, I don't recommend using options when you do that. I recommend using shares, and we have plenty of excellent picks to do that with in our group. Yeah, Robert says day trades, Jack says, and Paul says swing. Momentum too, but not on the unhinged ones. Gotcha. Well, I mean, look at what Tesla just did. That was a momentum trade. We got in it, and that was a swing trade. Yeah, and you can kind of do both if you have enough money. But account risk management and trade risk management comes before all. So my recommendation for you not to day trade unless you have $30,000 account, it's a pretty good one, because also if you drop below $30,000, you stop day trading and you go back to swing trading. Okay, so that's like a limit. It's like a fail-safe trigger. It says, hey, if I'm sucking and I'm losing money, stop. So yeah, you have to have some of these rules to keep you from blowing up, because 90%, which means all of them, in statistics, 90% is everybody. I think you can quote me on that. In statistics, 90% is 100%. So 90% of new traders lose 90% of their money, so that's 100%, within their first 90 days. So that's 80 days. So 90% of traders lose 90% of their money within 90 days. The 90-90-90 rule, or law. So what does it mean? It means practice. Use simulated trading. Don't trade with real money. Save your money. Build up. Have some humility. Realize it's going to take you some time before you're a surgeon. You can't just get in front of a human body who's sedated and fix their heart, in 90 days of learning. Okay? Don't be ridiculous. This isn't Las Vegas. This isn't a roulette table. This is the stock market. And it's a lot more complicated than you think. You, my friend, have Dunning-Kruger. Look it up. Watch your Dunning-Kruger curve, folks. All right, we got 3 minutes until the market opens. Oh, Lulu coming up to break pre-market highs at 370. I want to make sure that we get the momentum on that. Lulu is breaking 371, which would be pre-market highs. Yesterday's high was 374. So on Lulu, LULU, 374 is going to be a very key level to break. Anything from here is really great. However, I value Lulu at like $520 based on their recent earnings. So this could really freaking move. I would recommend going for the breakout this morning. If it fails, then we'll go for a dip buy. So on Lulu, it has a ton of upside, and retail's been heating up. So this could be just the first. This could be a leader. Retail clothing, that industry has been heating up. So this could be a real leader coming out of the gate here. So you might want to put on a swing trade on that as well. It could just run from here. In fact, that's what I want to do. But what to sell this morning? We'll see once the market opens in 1 minute and 45 seconds. Lulu, yes, LULU. We're also watching Micron for something similar, but they're actually overvalued. I wonder how many come back and are successful. I think it's quite low, probably 2%, maybe 1%. Because you have to come back and you have to commit. And that takes a certain doggedness that's rare in people. That's probably a factor there. But I can always tell who those people are because they show up on time, they show up early, they're up late doing research, they're learning, they're pushing themselves. They're special people. How to use the volume program? Okay, well, we'll see like in a minute here. Like, I don't know, let's pick Lulu. Once the market opens, it's gonna show us a projected end of day candle, but right away off the market open, it's going to be too big. You need to wait a good 10-20 minutes to really get a decent projection on that. Jack, have you figured out how to pull it up at least? All right, we got 10 seconds to the market open. Alerts galore. Here we go. Send me private messages, you guys, on TikTok if you have any questions and I don't answer them. Just send me a private message. I answer all my private messages. All right, DRCT, you're looking for a break over 5.01. Lulu, they're taking some profits at the open here. So no entry until 371 break or 374, depending on which one you want to grab. See how my candle went up there, Jack? So now the end of day projected candle says 30,000%, but that's just because it's the opening volume. Needs to settle in. It can be completely crazy, but after about 10 or 20 minutes, the candle will be pretty accurate. It'll be accurate within like 20% either way. So it's already adjusting. I'm starting to see it adjust. It hit 2,000%. Yeah, it's starting to become more realistic now. Micron is coming up and could potentially break over a pivot of 86. 86 on Micron would be an entrance for $2.50 of risk. There it is. There's 86 on Micron. MU for momentum day trade. MU. It could end up being a swing trade. You never know. All right. DRCT just broke out. 5.01 entry was on DRCT with 40 cents of risk, and now it's at 5.20. Stocks over $5 and underneath $10 for high frequency trading. You want to be taking 5 to 20% profits underneath every 25-cent level. Okay, 5 to 20% profits on your position underneath every 25-cent level, and we just hit 525, 530. So there's your first profit target hit. That should be about 1 hour. Everybody over on TikTok, just click the link in my profile to come check out our trading group. Micron pulled back. Micron pulled back, and you need to cut it. If you got into Micron, it's time to cut. And this is why you want to make sure you have $30,000 to day trade. Don't take any day trades unless you have $30,000, because now that just counted as a day trade, and you can only do 3 day trades in a rolling 5-day period when you have less than $25,000 in your account. Otherwise, the SEC will restrict you, and you will not be able to day trade. You will not be able to trade at all. All right, so on Lululemon, this is nice. We'll probably be able to get a dip buy on this. A 5-minute candle dip buy. Yeah, but if you have I mean, that's true, cash account, and I go over that in my market mastery, how you can get around the pattern day trading rule. But the problem with that is you can only take a number of trades with your cash over the course of 3 days as well, because of the amount of time that cash takes to settle. You don't have unlimited. So with like $25,000, you can do $10 million of trades in one day. But you can't do that with $10,000 cash account. Okay, Mac. I mean, that's fun. $50, a little lotto scratch off. But I mean, waiting for the signal could be better. We get so well. It depends on what that risk is for you. That could be perfectly fine. A little scratch off. But I'll tell you what. Well, anyway, if it works, you're going to do well. Costco just crossed above an alert line. DRCT is flagging, and you should have been able to take out another profit at 545 there, but it's flagging. Next breakout's at 551 for 50 cents of risk. Yeah, I can't say I love Costco here. It's pretty much at valuation, and growth prospects are somewhat slow for 2022 and 2023. And their margins and sales growth, EPS growth is it's good. It's solid. It's a good investment. But it's not a high performance, high growth stock anymore. It was. You get a larger position on the signal. Great. Yeah, $50 is less than 0.1. Okay, perfect. All right, we're getting a strong 5-minute candle coming up. This is an unordinary signal if we're getting a signal here. Looks like the Qs are rallying. They're trying. And therefore, so is SPY, and industrials are sideways. DRCT is still flagging. Looking for that break at 551 for 50 cents of risk for anyone who wants to rebuy, top off, or second chance entry. Later entries are at higher risks, don't forget. And don't day trade if you don't have $30,000. That's a rule. A good rule to live by. The VIX is dropping down to almost 18. Okay, so we still didn't get a 5-minute candle signal yet on Lulu. But now I'm going to start looking to free up any cash if I want to get into that Lulu position. Ford with a soft pullback, projected soft pullback day today. In the upper 30% of that recent rally, so that's looking pretty good. DRCT just broke pivot. That's an exit on DRCT. Exit on DRCT. And hood. Tesla's still hanging in there. Who still has their Tesla swing? Maybe you've taken some profits like you're supposed to at 10% and 20%, and then you let it run. And then yesterday on the open, I had said to either cut it, reduce it. Who still has some? Great. Good job, Reza. I'm talking about from our entry, not like you independently have it. Okay, cool. Great. Way to go, Reza. Way to read the charts and know how to stay in. Good also with a soft pullback compared to yesterday's volume, but compared to average volume, it's actually above average pullback today on hood. For me, I might reduce, and that's where I can pull some of my cash from. I'm going to do. You don't have to do that necessarily. That's just what I'm doing in order to free up cash. So I can get into Lululemon should it present itself, or any other trade. It's definitely not something that's taken off yet. On the top of my A list. DRCT hold. Let me take another look at it. I just said no a minute ago, but it was a cut. It was a cut after having gotten in. And at this point, it did put in a failure neckline breakdown. It's kind of early for that, so like that was bad. Trading on that's not going to look good. MU starting to come up. Micron. Anybody in any swings they want me to take a look at of ours, happy to do so. Just let me know, because we're in a lot of different positions. We've alerted a lot of different positions, and I don't know what you're in. I'm not in what you're in, probably the same stuff, and nobody else is. Everybody's in kind of like a different set of positions. Over on SBOW, NVIDIA, IMSCI, NU, and IPI, those are right around 10%. So if you haven't taken your 10% profit target yet, you probably should. SBOW having a very good day today, but it's on low volume. So that means you should think about maybe scaling on it, scaling back. Palantir, that's not one of our swings, but it is having just a soft pullback today. Wish, that's not one of our swings. Same thing there, soft pullback. Forward, just went over it, soft pullback. LNTH, that is one of ours. I think we cut that the other day, days ago. Well, you're in luck. It's back up to where it was, almost. And today's a soft pullback. I mean, I would definitely, if you need to get into a position, I would definitely pull from LNTH. It's just didn't go anywhere. Not performing. Hello, everybody on TikTok. If you'd like to come check out our trading group, click the link in my profile. Send me a private message if you'd like to learn how to trade or talk about your situation and what you can do from here. Glop. Somebody's going to want me to look at Shopify, and now you want me to look at Glop. What's next? Schlop? All right, what about Glop? I mean, it's up above yesterday's candle on a soft projected end of day volume, so not a ton of conviction. I do have a super trend signal, so potentially this Glop has started a super trend today. Which means it could run for months. Could. Keyword there. All right, there's the entry on Lululemon. Hang on. What minute are we in? Hold on. This could be on too low of volume. Entry on Lululemon. It's close enough. It's not a short thing, but entry on Lululemon for day swing or swing trade. Look, didn't I sell enough to free up for my Lulu here? Oh, no, not quite, huh? Maybe, yes, I did. That sound is so annoying. In, all right. You said you're in? Great. Yeah, if you get in something, make sure you let me know. Let us know. If there's one spot that's going to have the potential, this is it. Does it mean it's going to work? Nope. It does. Boy, does it pay off. ISPO is moving. All right, that was a previous mover. Boy, we have a lot of Momo alerts right now. ISPO, AGRI, iSig, ISPC 9, Beckay, Next, PBF. Boy, we have a lot of small caps popping right now. iSig on a run. That could just be a day swing you can get into on iSig. Looks good. Would be for about $2 of risk. Oh, I wonder if like many of these are related. No, I don't think so. To pot. Agri's not really in a better situation. But that one iSig pretty good. Risk on Lulu, yeah, $9. DRCT holder sell. Cut that like 10 minutes ago. How do you determine risk? Oh man, I go over that ad nauseum in my market mastery video lessons. So, send me a private message, and I'll point you in the right direction there. It's not something that can be told in a single answer. Requires charting and showing you a whole bunch of stuff. Facebook, yeah, we can look at that in a second. But let me take this Becky here. That's at value. AMD. Hold up, Palantir in my personal alerts. Oh yes, cool. Yes. So, how's it doing? I think it's that soft pullback today, right? $176 price target for AMD, 124, 42% of upside for the rest of the year on AMD. This could be a good place to get in. I can't be in every alert that I alert, Jonathan, and those aren't my personal alerts. Those are my alerts. Okay. Yeah. Sometimes I don't have the capital to get into an amazing trade. Would you rather I don't alert that in that situation? If I see something, should I not alert it? But you see what I mean? Yeah. So you can't just presume that I'm in everything. I'm going to get, but I'm the opposite. You can presume that I'm doing my best to get everybody as many alerts as possible that are out there, as many opportunities that come across my desk that are good, nice, good opportunities. Use my judgment. So over on AMD, did we already get a position on AMD yesterday? I'm going to say that today is potentially a good day to get in on it. Let me take a look. Yes, definitely. This is the day. And yeah, I don't think it was yesterday. AMD is probably second tier / A position, quality position. So, size allocate accordingly in your swing 100 portfolio. Get rid of crap to make way for this puppy. Looks like Lululemon is moving up. That's, I don't know, man. That was just a quick day trade yesterday. Don't get stuck in shit. Yeah, I might get rid of Hood. It's now looking like a sell-off day. That's and going to be a strong pullback today. Strong pullback on Hood. Strong pullback. I got better things to be in here today. That money and put it into AMD starter. All G just went from 18 to 20, guys. All G. Potential day trade there. All G. Tesla's still doing good, so keep holding, Reza. In fact, it might have gotten to the top up point. Let me see. I almost typed Reza. Tesla. It has not broken out yet. Okay, good to know. Yeah. What is that? A freaking fast as the wind kind of cloud emoji? I've never even seen that. What is that? Looks like a fart. So Tesla projected to be a strong volume day today. So and it is up off of the open, so indicating to be up. Fast like the wind. AMC is not really swingable, and the day trade on that is not happening right now. So you don't want to be in that. It may be getting to a very close point to get into IMSCI, IMXI, if you're not for the next potential pop. Could be happening right now, today. IMSCI, IMXI. I would size this one a little bit smaller, a bit more speculative, getting in on the pullback. Don't forget, tomorrow night is class. And feel free to let me know what you want to talk about in that class, like over in the member chat, and I'll read the comments or whatever. Mavis on very strong pullback volume. So it's erasing all of its gains. Did I alert that yesterday in my chart trader alerts? Because that one has reversed, it's looking like. I don't think I did, but that certainly is one. Oh, we are in Wish on the chart trader alerts. I just noticed in Palantir. Yeah, Jonathan. Now I know what you mean. Because I said we weren't in that. Okay, gotcha. I don't remember all the opportunity alerts there in the chart trader alerts. Exactly. Yeah, that's why you said that. Now I get it. You're like, that's strange. Yep. I have the memory of a goldfish, apparently. Okay, Micron is inching its way up. I'd like to see it break 87 to be interested again. I've got a couple more alerts here. Let's take a look at them. How do you keep up with watching thousands of stocks? You literally look at them all and then set alerts based on the charts. So AOSL, that's potential re-entry today. AOSL, yep, that's not potential. It's looking outstanding, and it looks like it triggered a super trend. So that's a Swing 100. Posting it now. If you're already in it, that's a top off point, or add on and then build from there. Man, I don't want to shave off a Ford for this, but I do want to get into this semiconductors AOSL. Damn. Well, I will shave some of my Ford. Don't want to miss AOSL. Shit, it's already getting away from us. Who's already in? That one's on fire right now. Well, the climate alarmists, be prepared for the report today. I don't know what's the report about, man. I don't even know what you're referencing. But let me know. Added 4 times since first alert on what, Reza? AOSL? Oops, where did my screens just go? Lulu just popped up and over the open and is really running now. How you like them early entrances now? Your cost average is most people are getting in maybe now, as it just came up and broke that high of the day. We got in at 365. Now at 372. Something priced that high, you can take 5 to 20% profits. Oh, there you go, Mac. You can take 5 to 20% profits every $5, maybe less. Wouldn't want to do it every dollar. Maybe every $3. Gonna just let it run. Cool. Yeah, that's my plan too. I'm up 35% on that dip buy option play, the day swing. I do have YouTube. Just click over to my profile. Exit the live here. Go over to my profile and click YouTube. Click actually it's like it's a YouTube button on my TikTok. Yeah, Lulu doing really good. My price target on that is way above the 500s. Let's see if we got any other alerts here. I was talking with Chris. I don't know if Chris is here now. No, he's not. I'm talking about Chris Chumas, not Chris Moran. Hello, Chris. I was talking with Chris last night about how it can be a good idea to wait for your double up, in the swing 100. So you guys who are doing the swing 100, you might want to listen to this. And I could go over this in class perhaps tomorrow, but it can be a good idea to wait until the end of the day, like the last hour. Because tell me, how frequently does a stock that you get at the beginning of the day just rip all fucking day, and it's just like, never settles in? It just maybe 1 in 50, right? Maybe 1 in 100. So that means the contrary is more probable. And what is the contrary then? That it's probably going to, after you get in, it's probably going to try to find a range and come back a little bit and, just check on it at the end of the day. And by the end of the day, you'll know whether or not it's something you want to double up on or not. And maybe it's not even gotten to the point by the end of the day where you would double up. So you saved your capital. Maybe you put it in something else so you could get it working for you. And maybe the next day, if it breaks over the high, something like that, that could be a much better double point than, say, an arbitrary 2%. So we can go over some of those more intermediate advanced expert concepts tomorrow night in class, and hopefully some of you can make it. The VIX just hit 18.75. The Qs are trending up slightly. Industrials are up, and the S&P 500 is up. Good day. It's another good day. MRK, which I believe is a shipping company. No, the medical ethical. Okay, I was thinking of Merck. No, this one's this is Merck, but it's the medical Merck. This one possibly breaking out today. Let's see. Projection on volume is good enough. Could be better. But for those of you who maybe want to add some medical sector industry to your swings, I'll alert that. I'm going to alert that in the regular alerts. The stop will not be low of day on that one. $80.49. Your Zoom is not working, Benito. So what are you going to do? What you gonna do when they come for you? So would you recommend start of day, midday, end of day, or pre-market for entry with a swing to get low of day, or is it too specific to each stock? I would not recommend pre-market entries for a swing. Unless you need to be really experienced to be able to do that. Not because pre-market is, not very liquid, just because the voting doesn't really begin until the market opens. Before that, it's just pre-election time. A lot of estimation going on. Once the market opens, the amount of people and the amount of traders and the amount of trades and the amount of investors and institutions that are getting into stocks is a massive multiple to the pre-market. So anyway, I would not make any decisions pre-market, other than if you saw something spiked, you were already in it, and you saw it spiked unbelievably, and it was, obviously there's always exceptions to every rule. The smarter, well, not smarter, but the more experienced you get, the wiser you get, the more you'll be able to kind of activate those exceptions and make a discretionary decision. There's a ton of rules. Hundreds, maybe thousands of rules. They're all discretionary. That's what makes trading so, athletic or skills based, or, that makes one trader better than another trader. Because if you could just create rules and, just stick to the rules, everybody would be profitable and everybody would go after the same stock. There'd be no market. You have to call on your experience, your wisdom, and your ability to make discretionary decisions all the time. So anyway, thanks, Carl. So anyway, I recommend you check on stuff at the beginning of the day for the first 30 minutes to an hour. Make sure you're not missing something that's happening now, because if it's going to happen, 90% of the time it's going to happen at the beginning of the day. And then you can get that nibble, put that nibble in. And then if you want, check on it, and then actually I think you babysit it for like 30 minutes right then. Double check it's not something that's going to be going supernova the whole day. Right? Then, if it is, obviously add. But then check on it, end of day. I don't even think midday makes sense. Check on it end of day at that point. Come back at the end of the day, and with about an hour and a half left on the market, or even the last half hour when you get really good at it. Because you'll know what you want to do with it at that point, even in the last half hour of the day. You're gonna, if it's not looking good, you might even cut it and go, just forget about that. Yeah, no, yeah, don't get too hyperactive on it all, you know. But it's impossible for me to put down on paper that nuance of how, you know, you can know the rules but back away and let things play out. I mean, I guess I could write that down on paper, but then people are going to be like, well, then what do I actually do? So, you know, the first thing people want to do is, what do I actually supposed to do? Because they have no idea. And so I created the rules for you guys, and, you know, follow that. And that's going to get you good. It's going to get you in good practice, and you'll be doing good. But you can do better. And for that, you know, that will come in time. And then you can do better, and then better and better. Woo! There goes Tesla. Let's take a look at that in case there's another reentry going on. Not quite yet, but looking like it. The high is 1115, basically 1115. If Tesla breaks 1115, I mean, you've only had one day of consolidation then, but if Tesla breaks 1115, you could add to your position. You know, I would, if you wanted to begin again, I would wait for more consolidation though. Like if you're not in it. But yeah, at this point, we're sitting on over 29% gains on Tesla. I'll put in a screenshot of all our positions right now. It might not be all of them, but most of them, 50 or so positions. You know, and some of you will have some of you not others. Open position status. It looks like we are profitable on a good 80% of them. That's great. The pirate code is more like guidelines. Yes. The pirate's code is more like guidelines. I love it. That's a damn good reference. Glad we all like movies. Yeah, Micron's just totally crapped out. You can get out of that. Lulu, yep, we definitely have a pivot bottom for the day swing. We can set at 363. Not necessarily in a nicely profitable area, but still good. Did I alert the Merc? I did not alert the Merc. I got to check on station. Only 20% upside. No, I will skip that one. I have a lot of alerts set. So that we only got 3 alerts today means, hey, that's all that's worthwhile right now. Either up on 1,000% volume. This already doing a topping tail candle. Steel X, United Steel. It's consolidating right now. Consolidation period. If it heats up again and breaks out, it could be just a momentary thing. I put that into the short trade category. Like Rambus is continuing. Yeah, Rambus is up to 16% gains now, having a soft pullback. Oh, it hit super trend yesterday. I didn't even realize it. Super trend is when it's been flying over the 10 moving average and the 21 moving average many days, and the 50 moving average is moving up, and a couple of other factors. Just means it's quite a strong trend on Rambus. And I put my profit target around 37, 38, 39 on Rambus. It's funny because my best friend I'm talking elementary school. We are lifelong buddies, the number one best friend, top of the list. He works at Rambus. And I told him 2 weeks ago, dude, your stock looks like it's ready to go to 40 because it was at 30. It was at 27 when I told him that. I said, I think your stock's going to go up to about 38, 39. He goes, oh, well, I've got some shares that are going to be, I got some options that are going to be vested soon. And I just let that happen. I don't really take profits or anything. I'm like, all right, well, very good, but I'm going to get in. He is an electrical engineer. And at this point, he's more in upper management now. IBATF. IBATF. What is this? That doesn't come up. That is short sale volume. Oh, maybe hold on. Just 1 second. There we go. International Battery Metals, OTC. Ooh, that sounds very good, doesn't it? Let's take a look at the IBATF. Oh, okay. I don't have any earnings information on it because it's over the counter. They haven't done any filings. So, hey, it's $5. It could go to zero. It could be out of business. It's OTC. Just, invest a little bit, if you want. But it could be at total loss, like 100% loss. So, let's say you have $10,000 and you want to risk $100, which is 1% of your portfolio. Get 20 shares. Maybe it'll be worth $1,000 in a half a year. That's a good return. Yeah, no, I don't think there's options on it. Maybe. All right. Hey, good morning, Faraz. Faraz made it. You know why? He wants me to check on Twee and Deer. And that's the only reason he's here. But he's a fun guy, so he gets what he wants in life. Twee is soft today, not as strong. So it's continuing to consolidate. Nothing new on Twee. You're wasting time money, though. So, you might want to push that money somewhere else. The other one was Deer. Yeah, Deer is pretty much over, I think, after that drop yesterday. However, it did bounce between the 10 and the 20. So it's just something to put on watch as it consolidates for a week or two. See what happens. All right. LNTH may be running again. Let me check the fundamentals on that. See how much we like it. Oh, Jesus, we love it. Okay. Wow. And what is the projected volume today? Low. All right. So we do need it to go a little bit more. LNTH definitely on watch. I'll put an alert on it. Another alert. So is that what's going on? Pot stocks are breaking out. Let's go to CGC. Not too much movement there. I think Tilray is really the best of the bunch. I've been doing an analysis on that. And there goes Tilray. Yes, on that's definitely a continuation entry point. So if you want pot, this is where you can get it today on Tilray. What are some of the other ones? Can you guys quickly reel off a few? PHOT, no. We just did Canvy, Growth Company. What else? Sundial, thank you. Yeah, so I wanted to compare Sundial to Tilray. Sundial is also at a good point. So I'm going to alert them both at the same time. We never did that before. So you can get a smaller than normal position in both of those since you have both, and you don't want to over concentrate in any one industry. Hey, you guys over on TikTok, thanks for tuning in. We're going to continue with the members only stream now. Just make sure you click the link in my bio in order to come check out our trading group. Do that. There. All right. Later, TikTok people. And you same with you guys on YouTube and Twitch and Twitter. Catch you in the members only area.